Hello and welcome to yet another edition of your favorite transportation program on television, the Lagos Transportation Agenda. This, of course, is the show where we track current events, explore topical issues, and showcase and highlight emerging trends in the dynamic world of transportation. We are coming to you from the Ikorodu Ferry Terminal in Lagos State, and my name is Austin Inya.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
In recent years, the Lagos State Government, especially under the leadership of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has made tremendous progress in actualizing the dream of an integrated multimodal transportation system. These days, more and more people from across the state are exploring multiple mobility options depending on their respective destinations. And that makes for freedom. That makes for the ability to choose which one is best for one. But challenges still remain, whether you are looking at it from the point of view of the passenger or the operator. And one of them is the rising cost in transport fare as a consequence of the general rise in the cost of living. On this edition of the show today, we went to various terminals across the state for road, for rail, and here for water, to sample the views of passengers and operators concerning how and what impact the rise in transport fare has had so far on their daily and weekly transportation. This is what they had to say.
The way I experience this transport fare of 18, it is not favorable, because I enter from where I'm coming from down to this place and discover that I'm paying 4,000 naira to Ibadan, all the way from here to Ibadan, 4,000 naira for that matter. If this still continue in this way, I don't know how we are going to cope. The country is not favoring anybody. Everybody are crying and shouting and suffering, lamenting. So the fuel of increasement of the fuel and co and that, both the bike, the marwa, all of them are complaining. Everybody are complaining and shouting. Some people are even cleaning themselves. So I just wish the government to work on it so that everybody should return to its happy state. Thank you.
Owó epo wọ́n ju iye tí mọ́tò ń pa lọ. Àríbi fi owó kún torí ẹ bá ní báyẹn èrò ni wọ́n máa sá lọ, wọ́n máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Kò jọ bí à ń bẹ̀ wọ́n kán tún wọ mọ́tò.
Ṣé iṣẹ́ yẹn tó ń lọ sókè?
Kò lọ sókè, iṣẹ́ ti wálẹ̀ gan. Nǹkan mọ́tò ti wọ́n kọjá tí à ń ṣe ń jọun.
Kí lẹ fẹ́ kí ìjọba ṣe?
Ìjọba kó ràn á lọ́wọ́ kó bá dí owó epo kù. Tí owó epo bá dínkù, gbogbo ẹ̀ yóò lọ létòlétò.
When it comes to transportation fee and the fuel pump rate has actually affected the transportation fee. So it has changed so many things. Like Ibadan, that they do take it around that kind 2005 before. Now it's now about 5,000. So like me now, I'm going to Ado. Ado used to be 5,000, 5,000, but now it's 10,000. So you can see how the fuel pump rate has actually affected the transportation fee. I will advise the government to give room to more private sectors to create more refineries. Number one, they should also support Dangote refinery, of course, because to me, if Dangote is operating, it will give room for other investors to come here and invest. And once we have like 5 refinery, which is private refinery, you see that there will be competitions, and it will bring down the price of fuel. So it's just like when the new SIM just came in, MTN, Glo, Airtel. How much were they selling MTN SIM that time? About 22,000 or 25. But when other private companies came in, the price, how much is SIM now is maybe 1,000. So if government should give room, encourage more private investors to build more refineries, support Dangote, then I think we will be out of here and everything will be okay.
It's not sustainable anymore. I think government needs to do something about it. Encourage people to use the water transportation by probably subsidizing it, or coming to people's aid by introducing their boats and more larger boats that can accommodate quite a number of people. And maybe, because the price is crazy, as you can see, 3,000 naira to and coming back is also 3,000. That's almost 6,000. And from where you're coming from, 2,000, that's almost 10,000 a day. It's no longer sustainable.
Ìpèníjà tí a ní ni wípé láti ìgbà tí bàbá ẹ̀ ti wọlé, gbogbo nǹkan change, iṣẹ́ wa náà change. Everyday la máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀, lójoojúmọ́ la máa ń ṣiṣẹ́, ṣùgbọ́n ìsìn ó ti di one day on, one day off. A bá ṣiṣẹ́ lénìí, a ní ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́la. Kí ló fà á? Nítorí epo tó wọ́n ẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ bóòtù mọ́, òkè ni wọ́n máa ń gbà. Nítorí pé engine tá à ń lò ó máa ń jó epo dáadáa ju mọ́tò lọ. Epo yẹn dẹ̀ ti wá wọ́n kọjá ààyè débi pé àwọn passenger gan, oye táwa gan ń gbé, tá à ń gbà àwọn passenger, ó jẹ́ ìpalára fún àwa tá à ń gbé wọn gan. Torí sálárì ẹlòmíì lóṣù ó máa fẹ́ tán fún oye tá à ń gbé passenger. Láyé tẹ́lẹ̀ ìgbà tí epo ò tí wọ́n, à ń gbé passenger ní 700, látòrí 700 yẹn títí ó dẹ̀ wọ́n, ó di 1,000, látòrí 1,000 15, látòrí 15 ó di 2,000, látòrí 2,000 ó di 25, látòrí 25 ó di 3,000. Nísìn nígbà míì gan, tí pọ̀ ẹ̀ bá tún wá scarce tá a wá káàkiri tá a ríra, a máa ń gbé ní 3,500, 4,000, tó dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀, tó ń pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn passenger lára. Àwọn ìpèníjà àwọn kan tá à ń fèsì ní gangan ni ọ̀rọ̀ epo. Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ kí ìjọba ṣe fún wa kó lè rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn, àwa tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí omi àti àwọn tí à ń gbé tó jẹ́ customer wa, kí ìjọba bá wa já owó epo yẹn lọ sí ilẹ̀, so that kò ní pa wọ́n lára, kò ní pa àwa náà tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ lára. Àwọn tí ó ti sá kúrò lórí omi wọ́n á padà wá, wọ́n máa wọ boat. Nǹkan tí a fẹ́ káwọn ìjọba ṣe fún wa nìkan ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún wa nípa ọ̀rọ̀ epo.
I think it's been good. I mean, generally speaking, saves me from the road traffic problem within Lagos. I mean, 30 minutes, I'm able to move from Ikorodu to the island and back. Yeah, it's a lot of work still needs to be done. I think the Lagos State government had tried, everything that I think within a short period of time, introducing the lag ferry, the cowrie card, automation system, even for the water transportation, which I think is good. What do I think the government can still improve on? I think we need more boats, right? More lag ferries on this route, right? I mean, at the moment, maybe just about 3 or 4 of the boats that are functional that I'm aware of. And in about 20-30 minutes, when the boats are filled up, you are forced to use the private boats. And there are a lot of the private boats. Some of them are good, but majority are not in really good state. So I think that should be looked into. So managing cost, I know for lag ferry at the moment it's still about 1,500 if I'm clear. So if the government provides more boats, that's a very viable alternative they are giving to the people, traveling by this mode of transportation. So if you have such competition, I think the other private boats will be forced to sort of, reduce their price a little. But really, if what government is providing is not enough, people will be forced to just go with whatever the private, operators are, giving to them?
What I can say is that the due to the increase in fuel prices, we have been having a low patronage because at that price, we want to buy fuel. Well, we bought fuel with oil at the rate of 65,000 naira, and they're taking passenger for 3,000 naira from here down to Island. It's not that convenient for the passenger. And one of the major challenges we are having here is that due to the NAPC declaration that they should not sell fuel for kegs. So it's really giving us a tough time in order for us to get fuel. Those are one of the challenges we are currently facing now. Government is supposed to know that they have a marine operation that are working. So they're supposed to find a way that it won't be difficult for us to get fuel. They are supposed to look for alternative for those people working in the marine sector.
It have not been easy, and it's affecting everybody. It's very difficult, You can see that usually ferry terminal is not always like this, but it's very dry now because the fuel price increase is affecting the operators also, and then the traffic, the volume of the passengers reduced. That way, people cannot come. 3,000. Me that I'm using it this morning, I don't come by water in the evening. I have to use the road so that I can augment the money. But still, it's not easy. As soon as they finish Maryland Bridge now, I won't use waterways again. That's the truth.
Akété ilé ọgbọ́n, Èkó akété ilé ọgbọ́n, arọ́mọdé dẹ́ kó má má já o, Èkó arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́, arọ́mọdé dẹ́ kó má má sá o, Èkó arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́.
If you're just joining, it's the Lagos Transportation Agenda. Engineer Augustine Arisa is the Railway District Manager at the Lagos District of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC. On the show today, we spoke to him about the implications of the rise in transport fare on patronage and other issues concerning the operations of the NRC. And this is what he had to say.
With the current situation of the fuel hike, we have been having unprecedented patronage. Our trains are full, both on the narrow gauge and on the standard gauge trains. The narrow gauge train, on the narrow gauge we have the passenger train running from Ido to Ijoko and Kajola, that's in Ogun State. And on the standard gauge train we have first the one running from Kajola to Apapa and the one running from Mobolaji Johnson to Muneya Ibadan. Those are on the standard gauge trains. And our fare is generally attractive. On the narrow gauge train, it's a flat fare of 715 naira, irrespective of where you are stopping. While that of the one going from Kajola to Apapa is pegged at 1,500. Though now we are going to people can book online, just like they are booking on the Mobolaji Johnson Muneya train on standard gauge. Generally now, the only complaint is just that the place is too full. We have so many passengers to contend with. Meanwhile, we are still running our normal trains the way they were supposed to be. But apart from that, we are looking at maybe over time increasing the number of trains that we have on the track, but meanwhile we have not got to that yet. Like I said, the one I said initially was purely on the passengers. We also running freight train. Freight, by freight I mean either on container or you have various goods we also carry for you. That of container, we run from here to APMT. We have our terminals at Apapa, which include ENL, ABT, that's a power bulk terminal, and the rest. And we also have our terminals here, like we have at Oyibo, OCT, Oyibo Container Terminal, Ido Terminal, and the rest. So we also carry container. Also, we have a terminal at Ibadan. We carry container from Ibadan standard gauge to Apapa, and we carry container from Moblaji Johnson here and EBJ also to Apapa. On the freight train, initially we are carrying like 19-20 wagons. That translates to about 20 foot, 40 feet, 20 number 40 foot container going to Apapa. If they were to be 20 feet, that's 40 20 feet container going to Apapa at a go. But for now, we have increased that number from 20 wagons to 35 wagons on each trip on the standard gauge, while that of the narrow gauge is 19 wagons, still on the same 40 feet per wagon. So for now, we have not increased our fares, and the increasing our fares is not just something we wake up overnight and we increase fares. Increasing our fares is a process that has to go from the grassroots, listening to what should be commensurate with what they are collecting on the roads, and the one that also the people can afford. Then from the grassroots, it goes to the directors, to MD, before we get the approval for a fare increase. But for now, we are not on that yet. I will suggest that most people that are using the roads, wherever they are, should pay attention to the level crossings. We are having an increasing number of level crossing accidents. Please, if you are coming to any level crossing, try and be vigilant. Look both sides. If you have earpiece on, you remove them so as you can see and you can hear when a train is coming. Especially with buses and people carrying students, they should please be more vigilant and be cautious when approaching any of our level crossings. Then in addition, the people that are treading on the track, especially within Lagos metropolis, they should please desist from treading on the track, because the people on the track affects our speed. We don't want to go there and be killing people. Whenever we are coming from Ibadan and we get to Lagos, we tend to reduce our speed so that people can clear from our track. That is not normal. We are pleading that people should please leave the track so as also to reduce accidents on people that are on the track. And then thirdly, we are noticing increasing number of thefts on our fasteners on the track. Some of them are pandro clips and fish plates that we have on the track. We have noticed that a lot of people go there to remove them. Anytime you see anybody on the track doing anything, feel free to accost the person. And sometimes the people doesn't know what damage those little things they remove can cause. Imagine you are carrying passenger trains. You have about 8 coaches on the track, and somebody removes that, and on getting to that place, there's an expansion that have a tendency of causing an accident. The number of people that might die. But on our own, as a check, we try to send out inspection vehicles to move ahead and check on the state of the track before most of the time we put most of our major trains on track. But people should be vigilant and check and make sure that people don't come to the track to come and start removing any of our fasteners or any of our track materials. Thank you.
Before they reconstructed the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, safety has always been an issue. You know, in terms of accident and time. So when they introduced the rail, it really solved a lot of problems. You know, but then it also came with a complaint. The time. You know, sometimes we wish it could be faster. You know, so that you can come from Ibadan to Lagos in an hour or less, if possible. But the experience has been very positive. Nice, it's relaxing. If you don't mind the time, and then it's safe because they have security personnel on the train. So that one gives passengers peace of mind, and apart from that, everything is fine.
So, if I may ask, what's your advice for others that have not tried this service before?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but some people, sometimes I don't take the train if I want to get into Lagos very early, because, for example, the train leaves Ibadan around 8:20, and then it will get to Lagos around 10, sometimes 11. So if I want to come to Lagos and go back to Ibadan same day, I might prefer to take a taxi. But if I'm not in a haste, I'll prefer to take the train because it's relaxing and it's fast and it's safe. Yes. So anyone that doesn't really is not so much in a haste, they should give it a try. It's worth it. And if they can actually make it a little bit faster, it's going to make a lot of difference. For example, if it's faster, I would prefer to be coming by train because number one, it's safer, and then it's cheaper. Yes. And then there's no risk of road accident too. So that one is a peace of mind on its own. So I really encourage it for people that have not tried it yet. In fact, I've not taken the train. I've not boarded the train in a while. So when I came today, because I couldn't meet up with the train in the morning, so I came by car. So I'm going back by train, and I was surprised that the price is still the same as the past couple of months I've been using it. So that's a very positive one. I mean, everybody likes good stuff. It's cheap and it's safe. That's it.
So there you have it. From the views of the passengers and those of the operators, it's clear that the cost of transport fare is militating somewhat against the full benefits of the multimodal system of transportation in Lagos State. But it's something, of course, that you can be sure that the Lagos State government is looking deeply into. And that's the size of the show today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me this time next week on another very, very in-depth look at the issues, the trends, and the events in transportation in Lagos State. Until then, this is Austin Youngstein. Stay safe. God bless. Bye-bye.